Morning, guys. So, this is what I look like on the end of week 4. The waves are coming. Everything's fine here. Like, the fat is much less. Obviously, I mean. And now, like, the abs are like much more visible, and also like literally when I'm going. The reason why I do this is to show you that it actually like bumps. It used to be like more smooth, but now overall it bumps. Hey guys, so it is recap time. Let me get my phone. You've just seen my physique update. You can see that easily. I mean, like the layer of fat, especially on my stomach area and like the rest of the body, my back and everything, it's like getting thinner and thinner. Of course, it's a good sign. I mean, that's what we're after, basically. I still have 2 more weeks to go, and by the end of 2 weeks, I think I'm gonna be able to get to where I want to be, which is basically like getting leaner and like being able to see my abs more visibly, but nothing too shredded, because I will try to build more muscle if I can, if it is even possible at this point, because I've been training for a very long time overall, even though before my body transformation video that most likely made you watch this channel, I stopped for 7 years, but I started training when I was 17, okay? So for that reason, I mean, I had like quite many years under my belt in terms of like muscle building and like, resistance training. And now that I restarted basically with my body transformation, I'm at a point where I really don't expect to see a lot of muscle gains, even like if I can get, I don't know, a couple pounds a year, like that'd be considered a big win. So I talked about it in some of my videos, I think, about like being at your, genetic potential. Basically, this is pretty much where it leads to. After a certain point, also you need to keep in mind that I'm 35 years old, so it's not like the best age to get like new muscle gains. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously possible, but it's just compared to like, people in their 20s, it's of course a little bit more difficult, I think, especially with so many years under your belt. If you're a beginner or like, not advanced maybe as I am, even at a later age, you can still gain quite a bunch of muscle, but like for my case, it's gonna be very, very difficult, and I'm actually aware of that fact, okay? So, this week, week 4, honestly, like, it's really going good in terms of like, everything that I consider in a diet, and I'm gonna talk about more of these now. So what I mean by that is that there are certain things, certain signals that I look for when I'm on a diet, to see that if I need to make adjustments and so on, okay? Or like if it's getting to a higher difficulty, all right? So one of those is your hunger levels, okay? So the further you go on a diet, the hungrier you're gonna get, depending on your caloric deficit, all right? So this is number 1. So my hunger levels were really okay. Like it is more, I swear to you, like compared to my first week, I feel a little bit hungrier, but that also includes the fact that I have decreased my caloric intake on certain days a little bit, not too much. And also I'm doing additional cardio, which is like 30 minutes of walking basically. But I mean, what I'm trying to say is that it is not major to a point where I should feel a significant difference, but it certainly made an impact in terms of my hunger levels. So for example, in my first week, also having higher body fat levels, I how to put this right? Like, I wasn't necessarily trying to go for 2,600 calories, to put it that way, okay? For example, I could end the day with like less calories, okay? But just because I was on a 2,600 calorie set, I've eaten exactly that amount, okay? But I could go easily with less than that, okay? Because it was the beginning of a diet, I was carrying more body fat, okay? So these things happen, so this is also one of the reasons why I'm telling you, do not change anything right away, okay? Because in the very beginning, when you start a diet, your body fat levels are higher, you're just getting into a diet, you may not be able to understand that you are actually eating like too low, okay? Like I could literally cut down to 2,000 calories on my first week and I wouldn't feel hungry, okay? So that's number one. So week 4, it's over now. And my hunger levels are still very controllable. It is not to a point where I'm having cravings or anything, okay? Number 2, my energy levels, absolutely fine. Like I don't feel weak, I don't feel lazy, I don't feel like I don't have the energy to do anything, okay? Sometimes it happens, like feeling a little bit lazy, but that's due to not having enough sleep. In my case, it is not because of the diet, but I'm gonna get into that a little bit more as well, all right? So energy levels are perfectly fine. Number 3, performance at the gym. So my performance at the gym has been extremely stable so far. If you had paid attention to my videos, my workout parts during the whole journey, I've increased most of my, reps, not weights, okay? Most of my reps have increased compared to my first week, okay? So that's a great sign. Even if the weight didn't change, reps have increased. So, which is basically another win on that area, okay? So my performance levels so far are great. Number 4, for men, it's basically, for women also, it does have an impact. Libido has been completely fine too. No sign of going down in that area, okay? So everything is completely fine on that area as well. Number 5, sleep. So my sleep has been very also stable. Like I sleep like a baby still, okay? I sleep less sometimes because of being busy or because of having like a lot of things in my mind and so on. But that is a personal issue rather than a diet inflicted issue, okay? So it's not diet related. I'm not there yet, okay? So far the sleep has been completely fine too. Now, number 6, my mood. I mean, obviously I'm in a good mood, usually in a good mood. So I don't have any kind of mood changes due to my diet either, okay? So 4 weeks in, on all the 6 signs that I usually look for. There might be more, I'm not sure. Maybe if I forget something, I will edit like in a future video. But I mean, these are the 6 signs that you will be able to tell really easily. And I'm doing fine in terms of all 6 so far, all right? And to be honest, I'm expecting the same for week 5 and week 6. Week 6, if I go like, I don't know, like too hard, if I crank things up on week 6, just, you know, an increased weight loss, but I don't plan to do that, to be honest, because I will get to where I want to be easily, I think. So I'm not going to be cranking things up most likely, and if I do, don't worry, I will definitely let you know. So yeah, these are basically the 6 signs that you should also be looking if you are, you know, not sure if you're doing things correctly, okay? Because everyone is different. I cannot tell you an exact scenario where this is going to be affected, that is not going to be affected, or this should be affected by this much. There is no such thing. This is a very this is a very personal and an individual thing. It varies from person to person, all right? So you need to be looking out for these signs by yourself, okay? I can just point you at the right direction, but it is you who knows if there is a difference, all right? So this is pretty much it for the physiques and the update part of the active rest day. So it is 11 a.m. in the morning. I'm definitely going to be doing cardio. The weather seems to be fine, so it's most likely going to be outdoor cycling. But the outdoor cycling thing, I mean, you've seen it, the video, it's like very hard to get, and I don't really have an action camera yet. I mean, I can get one, but it's just, I don't know. Anyways, still intermittent fasting until like, 5-6 p.m. or whatever. Also, I'm doing this cardio section. If you haven't noticed before, these cardios that I do on Sundays on active rest days, they are fasted cardio, okay? So I'm basically only drinking water and black coffee, that's it. And not eating anything, not getting any kind of calories at all, okay, during this intermittent fasting phase. So, black coffee, nothing included, because I see some people still talk about like you can have keto coffees and stuff. No, you cannot. It's like it goes against the term of fasting, okay? Fasting, you cannot get calories in when you're fasting, okay? That's the whole point of fasting, basically, all right? So, I don't know what I'm gonna be showing you this time. Most likely nothing, to be honest. So if there is nothing, just, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on a push day. And if I don't know, decide to like show you some stuff from outside, then I will, and I will end the video that way, all right? So thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys on week 5.